For centuries, each morning, these women have walked to what they thought was their inevitable destiny, piles of human feces. Meet the manual scavengers of Alwar. They always do their work quietly and sincerely, but never with the dignity we associate with livelihoods. There was one man in a country of 1 billion people who broke his silence about the practice, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, and his idealism was backed with a business proposition that would change the destiny of not only these women, but lakhs of manual scavengers across the country.
पाठक जी आए थे दिल्ली से, तो उन्होंने बोला कि भाई आप लोग ये गंदगी का काम क्यों करती हो, आपको कोई और काम नहीं है क्या? हमने बोला नहीं, हमारे लिए तो यही काम है। तो बोला उन्होंने कि ये काम छोड़ना चाहती हो आप? हमने बोला अगर अच्छा काम मिल जाएगा तो हम छोड़ देंगे।
In less than 3 years since its inception, these women scrapped together gleaming new lives, all with the help of a unique business idea of Sulabh International. Latest figures estimate over 1.4 million primitive household toilets were converted to modern ones, and over 6,500 pay-per-use toilets set up across the country. The new welfare business paradigm had broken even in less than a year. These hands have now found work that befits them, from better livelihood opportunity to being the caregiver in the family. These women have found their lost smiles. It's a model that's win-win for all. Welfare business helps money tick into the bank along with bettering lives of women like Jyotirmohan Khan. She was a beneficiary of microcredit, a scheme part of the social business model Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus implemented in Bangladesh.
My appeal is, if to justify the totality of human being, we need to have two kinds of business, at least two kinds of business. A business which centers around me, that's a profit maximizing business. It's all about me. I want to make money. And the other business is kind of a reverse of it. It's all about others, nothing about me. That I'm calling social business. Business to do good to people, to do good to the planet.
The ethnic weaves in over 130 swanky showrooms of Fab India tell a similar success story. But unlike other businesses, the meteoric rise of this brand was shared. Artisans were now part owners in companies set up on the basis of a common art and craft lineage. Some of the world's most successful and innovative companies are developing new products, services and technologies, and in some cases even transforming their business models to address social and environmental challenges. A lot like the joint venture between Grameen Group and French company Groupe Danone. A social business model, it seeks to provide key nutrients to the children using dairy products produced with locally sourced ingredients. From filling a nutrition gap to a technological one, an end-to-end IT solution by TCS for the Andhra Pradesh government has automated the processes of Narega. This now means more transparency, reduced frauds, and improved efficiencies. Across the world, men and women are scripting success stories of entrepreneurship that create not just profits but also livelihoods. 50 years ago, such an idea was rolled out from a poor kitchen. The Lichit Papar Cooperative started with a loan of just 80 rupees, but is now a 500 crore business. The world is on the lookout for simple ideas that make life simpler. BBC recently awarded the Alternative Indigenous Development Foundation for bringing running water to over 170 villages in Philippines by manufacturing a ram pump. A revolution that uses simple science to pump up water to these deficient households, costs of which are split 3 ways between the foundation, the government and the villagers. So from cooperatives to investing in socially relevant ideas, there is a rush of welfare business ideas that are waiting to be explored. Sowing the seeds of successful harvests are businesses like Jain Irrigation. More than 120 years in operation, they are reinventing themselves in the field of agriculture and agro-processing, helping farmers produce more and better quality produce. It's true when they say, what you sow is what you reap. The ground has been laid for fresh ideas. In the past, several small beginnings have harvested big returns. Will your small beginning become the next big welfare idea?